More knocking on the door! More knocking on the door! Yes! Yes? No? Maybe? What the hell is this? Hey everybody, welcome back to day 4 of Falcon Plays 60 Seconds, the viewer challenges. Today we are doing the I Am Obama challenge, or at least we're doing part 2 of it. If you have not checked out part number 1, which is the last episode, go back and do so you understand what exactly entails with the I Am Obama challenge. For now, we continue going forward. We're on day 28 over here, and we're hoping for a military quest pretty soon, because they're the ones who have to rescue us for this challenge to actually be successful anyway. Day 28, I'm also considering sending somebody out for some scavenging because we're almost out of food over here, and I think we're gonna need a lot more to survive. The radio, or not the radio, but the phone is ringing outside. We're not gonna check that out. Absolutely, I'm not gonna do that. So let's just go on forward here. That's gonna be for the hillside, or whatever, I think it's hillside survivors. I always get the name confused, but that's going to be for them, and honestly, we cannot be rescued by them for this challenge. It has to be military only, so there's really no point in going out and picking up that phone. Let's see, time to ration supplies. Yeah, about that. We only have enough for one more, so I think we definitely have to send somebody out today. Mary Jane is more than ready to go out and scavenge. Ted is happy to risk his life in the wasteland. Let's send Mary Jane out now. Oh, good God, I'm so glad we didn't lose that fire axe. Last episode we had an event with the rat, and the only way to keep the rat from stealing our food was by using the fire axe, and I was so worried. I was thinking to myself, I even said it out loud, if the axe breaks, there's a chance that the government is going to ask us to go out and cut down some trees for them, and lo and behold, they want us to cut down some trees for them, and luckily we have the fire axe, so that's another one of the military quest lines completed. We have done map, or the coordinates. We have now done the wood, fire axe, so now we probably need at least 1 or 2 more, I'm gonna say, to be rescued by the military. So hey, we're getting closer to it, but at the same time, we're actually getting closer to dying because our food supply is relatively low, so we're gonna see how that one plays out for us here. But for now, we definitely have to feed everybody, give them some water, and more importantly, Mary Jane has to go out and have the scavenge of a lifetime right now, because otherwise, we're not gonna make it. So you take the suitcase, you take the map, you take whatever it is you need to survive here and bring stuff back. So map sounds pretty good. I don't think we need the gas mask. You know what? Take a flashlight too, just so you can light some dark areas. In my head, that's how it works out. And that's about it, right? I'm considering giving you the Boy Scout magazine, but really, what's the point in that? I don't really see a point in that right now. I want to keep the bug spray around for the medkit. Padlock, you know, you don't really need that outside. Yeah, alrighty, so you go with that. That's gonna be your loadout right there. Good luck to you. Dolores is able to come back in, what, like 2 days with a bunch of water? I need you to come back in 2 days in one piece with a bunch of food. That's what I'm looking for right now. If we get some food, I think we could basically coast till we get rescued. If we don't get food, it's basically game over really soon, so we'll see how this one plays out. Something's missing. Let's see. Fan, hum, check. Strange noises in our pipes, check. Hellish yells outside, check. Oh, Dolores hasn't spoken for a while now. Yes, let's go ahead and talk to our wife over here. Keep Dolores all happy over here. Come on, Dolores. Pep up a little bit. Our daughter's out there right now. We need you in prime top condition when she gets back to just welcome her back. Be really happy about it. Talking to Dolores helped resolve some of her issues and doubts. She feels better now. Good. First aid kit, excellent. What did I say a while ago, guys? I said I want to keep the bug spray around to fix the first aid kit, and what happened 2 days afterwards, roughly? We got the event. Don't tell me the game is not listening to me. It totally is. It happens too often for it not to be the case. Alright, day 33, we're fine over here. We have always steered away from casinos, gambling dens, and the like, so when a man came to our door and told us he used to be a gambler, we were suspicious. He invited us to play a game. He proposed a 2-water bottle bet and a card game of our choice. I would have loved this to have been food, but obviously we don't have enough food to gamble, so it's gonna be water. We have more than enough water, so I don't really care about this. If we lose, it's gonna hurt us. If we win, we already have more than enough to survive, so we might as well just play it safe, not gamble, and just keep rolling with it right now. So yeah, get on out of here, gambling. Man, we don't need you. Day 34, we're about to get really close, by the way, to having to feed them. So when Mary Jane gets back, if she brings no food, she basically dies relatively soon. So, well, she doesn't die, she runs off, but still. When Dolores came back from the expedition the other day, she had a tiny scratch on her leg. I'm gonna ignore it for now. The reason why is if it's gonna cause her any issue, which apparently it didn't, but if it causes her like an illness or something like that, we have the medkit anyway still to cure her down the line. So if it turns out to be an issue down the line, we'll use it then, but for now, it's no reason to use it immediately, at least in my mind. So here we go. We didn't do anything about the infected wounds. After all, our ancestors could survive without all that fancy medicine. Why should we listen to the doctors? Dolores is looking more sickly though. Yeah, well, it happens. Today's gonna be the last feeding day. So, whenever, well, assuming she even comes back, if Mary Jane comes back with food, we're fine. If not, then it's basically game over relatively soon. When we heard a knock on the door this morning, we held our breath in fear. But we soon heard children's voices coming from the outside. We decided to open up. It turned out the voices belonged to a pair of Girl Scouts. They used to sell cookies, but they have branched out, and now they offer other items too. Smart girls. So they're going to offer us fire axe for the cards, and they're going to offer a rifle for the ammunition. Okay, so here's the thing. We don't need a fire axe anymore for the government because we already did the wood chopping event. There's a possibility that they might want us to do the cards thing where you have to go out and leave cards for them to find us. At this point, I don't think it's going to actually happen, but it's a possibility. So we got to keep the cards because of that. The fire axe would be really useful for protecting ourselves. I think at this point we go and offer the ammunition for the actual rifle. So we'll do that trade for a fact. That one seems pretty good to me, so we'll hope it plays out here. Oh, good God almighty, Mary Jane is back with a bunch of food. Oh, and a bunch of water. Mary Jane, I don't care if you've wrecked the map. You are back with food. You have rescued this run, Mary Jane. I love you sometimes. So the girls were very kind and their prices were more than fair, because we gladly accepted their offer. How very clever of them to keep their business alive even after the apocalypse. So we got the rifle and we gave up the bullets for it. I think that's a really wise trade. Let's see, nothing made us happen the sight of Mary Jane returning to the shelter from the surface. She brought back suitcase and the flashlight. She wrecked the map, but that's more than okay. Let's see here. If we had to pick our favorite day of the week, it would be Saturday. Before the bombing, Saturday was a time of relaxing and joy, like bribing Mary Jane with cookies so she stopped playing the tuba, gossiping about the neighbors, and of course, bowling. Looks like bowling alley is still standing. Yabba dabba doo! The bar didn't have much to offer, some rotten salads, a bunch of burnt peanuts, and for some reason a cowboy hat. We were able to find a secret stash of soup cans under some rubble, so we got 3 cans of soup. Great. Desperate times call for desperate measures, so we weren't surprised to see that someone placed water bottles instead of bowling pins at the end of the lane. And we got 2 water for that. Our map really took a beating and we lost that. That's still okay, man. I am so happy that Mary Jane came through for us. So you know what, Mary Jane? You deserve water and food for today, so let's go ahead and do that. Alrighty. Now we can actually hang out, sit tight, and just wait for the military to come and rescue us. Someone paid us a visit today. It was an overly cheerful, red-haired woman accompanied by a grumpy-looking mercenary type who was probably her guard. She told us she was a trader and eagerly showed the items that she'd brought along. So she offers a map for the fire axe. That would be pretty cool, however, we don't have a fire axe. She offers bullets for the gas mask. She offers bug spray for the medkit. And she offers water for the checkerboard. I'm going to go with the bullets for the gas mask, because we don't really need the gas mask anymore, and bullets could be pretty useful if we start getting attacked by raiders before the military shows up, so this is a good one. Had we gone for the axe trade beforehand with the Girl Scouts, we could have now traded the fire axe for the map too, but you know, hindsight, right? But still, I'm relatively happy with everything that's gone down so far. Alrighty, we managed to work out the deal. Perfect. Let's go forward. Everybody should be fine with day 40 now, and another visitor that wants to trade. Wowee, we're getting a bunch of these. Today we were visited by a strange-looking little man who introduced himself as a trader. He insisted his prices are so low that it practically is like cutting his own throat. The least we could do was take a look at his offer, although for some reason we don't really trust him. That makes me worry a little bit. Especially with all these back-to-back trades here. Anyway, he offers bug spray for rifle. No. He offers fire axe for padlock. You know what? Maybe. He offers mask for Boy Scout. No. You know what? I'm going to go with the axe for the padlock. Because you can defend yourself with the fire axe, you can defend yourself with the padlock. The padlock is more important if you're the last one in the shelter. Which right now, luckily enough, we have all 3 of our people. So I'm going to say we're fine. Let's go forward here. Day 38. So the weird man tried to make us buy fried cockroaches on a stick, covered in some mysterious sauce. These snacks look pretty disgusting, so we turned them down. But we bought something else from him. He looked a bit disappointed. Fried cockroaches on a stick with some mysterious sauce. I can only imagine how more disgusting that could be if we actually defined what this mysterious sauce is all about. So I don't even want to think about it. Alright, let's go forward here. We had thought phone calls. Yeah. We're not going to answer that phone. That's going to be the survivors, and we don't really care about being rescued by them. The only rescue that we can accept is the military one. Day 39. What do you got here for today? It's just way too dangerous? Correct. How are you guys doing over here, by the way? Dehydration, tired, fatigue. Dehydration, fatigued. And thirsty, hungry, tired, fatigued. Don't worry, guys. Tomorrow will be day 40, which is water and food day for everybody, so we'll be cool. It's been a while, but there was another message from the military on the radio. They want us to send one person out to meet them. Sounds like some kind of precaution or a trick. We hope we know what we're getting into. Who should we send? Well, the only person that can go out is Ted, so we're going to send old presidential elector over here. Or electee, maybe. Ted Obama. So maybe now they'll rescue us. Maybe now they will. They'll see that Ted Obama's over here around. We managed to make it to the meeting in time. We tried our best to answer the questions the soldiers asked us. Let's hope we fulfilled their expectations and our ragged appearance didn't make a bad impression. Alrighty, good. So today's water and food day for everybody. We're still relatively fine on food. We have enough to get to day 55 with food. Because it would be 3... Yeah, and then I could even feed 2 people beyond day 55. Cool. So I think we should be fine. I don't want to send anybody out anymore. At this point, we just kind of hang out over here. Day 40. Whoever designed the fallout shelter was a genius, but we can't really tell if that green stuff dripping from the pipe is an included feature. You know what? We've been having some really bad luck with the Boy Scout magazine this run, so hopefully this gives me some little bit of good luck finally. And yeah, it probably did. Because I don't see anybody getting sick. Ha! Problem solved. No leak, no mess. Back to our tidy little shelter. Perfect. Alrighty, day 41. Nothing happening over here. We keep dreaming about those little things we did back in the day. Yeah, well, back in the day when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. But back then I said, wish I was a kid again. I have no idea who sings that. But I specifically remember the song from my childhood listening to the radio. Anyway. If anybody could actually tell me who sings that, that'd be great. I could look it up after I record here today, like Google that shit, but let's be honest here, by the time I'm done recording, as a matter of fact, by the time like 5 minutes from now, I'll forget what the hell I just even said, so what's really the point? If anybody knows the name of that song and the artist, please let me know. Day 4, it was probably like a rap song though, or like R&B or something. That's what sounds familiar to me. Day 42, nothing happening over here. We're closed off in a tiny shelter and our supplies are very limited. If we want to survive, it's time for desperate measures. We know there's a group of elderly people hiding in the ruins of the local retirement home. They must have some supplies, and in your opinion, we need them more. I'm gonna go with this one. Not because we desperately need the items, but because we have not done this event before. I want to show off what happens. So essentially, when you decide to act aggressive, or have we done this before? I'm not sure if we have or not. Anyway, but when you act aggressive, you have blood on your hands, and you know that right here is the signification of that, blood on our hands. Anyway, did we get anything from that? We got a gas mask. Well, that was really worthless then. I would have preferred some more food just in case things went dire, but you know, we didn't get it. So be it. Usually when you act aggressive, I do believe it cuts off complete communication with the Hill Valley survivors, if I'm correct here. Not the military, just the Hill Valley survivors. So, I mean, I hope that's the case. I hope I just didn't screw myself here. Time to ration supplies. I could be wrong about the Hill Valley survivors, but they're like really friendly people, so I feel like, you know, acting aggressive might actually, you know, put them off from actually wanting any contact with you, but who am I to say? Mary Jane used to be cheerful, but lately she is feeling a bit down. She clearly misses her music lessons. She keeps humming her favorite classical pieces, imitating the sound of a tuba. She said she would die for a chance to play it again. No. Last run with the Disney Challenge, we got this same event, and I said no then, nothing bad came out of it. I said no today, and she went batshit insane. Alrighty, well, there you go. RNG chance, I guess. If you say no, she has a chance of going crazy. If you say yes, maybe she doesn't come back, so, whatever, she's nuts now. I hope she doesn't break anything that we need over here to survive. That's my only really issue here. And by the way, can I just say one thing? Going absolutely insane because you don't have your tuba is kind of really crazy, and well, no pun intended, right? But still, I think that's overreacting just a little bit, let me tell you. But okay, I mean, if people tell me, Falcon, you can't have coffee today, I'm not gonna fly off the handle and go batshit insane, start throwing my feces at people like I'm a monkey. I'm not gonna do that. It's just, okay, well, I can't have coffee today, it sucks, but so be it. I'm not gonna go insane. Anyway, day 45 is going to be water and food day again, so let's do that. Mary Jane, even though you rescued us to begin with, you are now on the shit list again. I'm sorry. Actually, no, I can't be mad at her. We're only alive still because she found a bunch of food, let's be honest here. Speaking of which, though, we might want to consider sending somebody out pretty soon for another trip. We just might. Dolores seems to be in pretty good shape, I would say, right? I would think so. So day 50 is going to be the next one. Dolores says she can handle herself, but we're not sure. Ted seems to be in really good shape, and Mary Jane could use some rest, but she might manage. So yeah, nobody's ready for that trip right now. So I think we just hold off over here. When we opened the bunker door this morning, we let in some fresh air. To let in some fresh radioactive air, we discovered a small suitcase. Yes, we opened this one. Now let's find out if Falcon is correct here. Usually, I've said many times before, a small one is the good one. Is that always the case? Is that always the case? We got some water, eh? Good enough. I mean, I would have preferred food. But I guess beggars can't be choosers, right? So, let's go forward. Again, food would have been actually really good. We have more than enough water. Mary Jane could use some rest. We can send Dolores for an expedition, and Ted is vigorous enough to withstand the hazards of the wasteland. That's the best one for Ted to go out with. But again, he is the one that needs to survive, at least in my mind, to make this challenge work. So I would rather send Dolores out there. We woke up to the sound of a banging on our door. Someone has been at it like there's no tomorrow. In a manner of speaking, that might be true. Shall we open the door? Well, hey, I guess we're not gonna have to find out because we're gonna open this door and I'm not sure who this is gonna be. Please let this be a rescue. Please let this be a rescue. No, it's not a rescue. And we were completely robbed. It hurts inside a lot. Like inside right now in my heart. Just down the middle. Just a complete. Can you hear that? Let me say it again. It gets my voice, my microphone to pick it up. Crack! That's my heart right now. It's just broken. I thought that would be the military. We opened the door expecting friendly faces. Instead, we were beaten, tied up, and forced to watch a band of raiders plunder our home. They took everything. We have 2 days to survive. And if we don't get rescued in 2 days, we're basically done ski. That or we send somebody out. I mean, that's a possibility too. You know what, at this point, I think we have to send somebody out. Actually, no, because they're gonna die at day 50 because of dehydration. And even if we send Ted out, we're essentially gonna get locked out of the shelter when everybody else in here dies. Yeah, I mean, I'll send somebody out, but I think it's basically game over. Oh my god, we were, you know, gonna do it. We're gonna do it. We had a few more days of food left for possibly the military rescue. I was so sure that was gonna be them at this point. Like, I've triggered a bunch of actual events with the military that I thought that would be them. Man, that sucks so bad. Alrighty, Ted, you go on out by yourself with nothing to your name. Good luck, dog. And here's day 50. So, day 51 is going to be dead for Dolores and Mary Jane's going to leave. And then day 52, or maybe day 51 is going to be the end altogether, really. Let's see here. Time to ration supplies. And what we initially thought was thunder turned out... More knocking on the door! More knocking on the door! Yes! Yes? No? Maybe? What the hell is this? It was stupid of us to leave the trapdoor open. Someone took advantage and moved in. The entire family, we don't even know, took our place and told us to get out or they will call the cops. We don't think they will grasp how silly that sounded, but they were on the right side of the door and we weren't. When Mary Jane found out she is not getting a single drop of water, she got furious and she stormed out of the wasteland, shouting over her shoulder that we'll regret this and that she is getting her water one way or the other. Dolores died of dehydration last night. What the hell just happened? What just happened? What is this? Why is there an alien thing over here? That's an alien face? No, upside down? Or am I wrong? There's exclamation marks. Don't walk by. Raiders over here. I'm not sure what just went down. Did we win? Did we not win? I don't know. What happened? I was driven away. I don't know what went down. What the hell is that? Was that a victory or not? The military was there. The banging on the door was obviously the military because they were there. But then it says I don't know. Weirdest end of all time? Yes, obviously. I have no idea what went down. I'm going to wrap it up here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Leave a thumbs up, leave a like to support this mean a lot. I have no idea if we won or not. I'm confused. I will catch you guys next time.